I'm getting real comfy with these videos because I'm chilling right now. But I was about to edit the other one, the last one, to post. And I was like, let me shout out my mom. Right? Like, she's always the realest one on my team. Like, forever and always. There's always the locks, guys. They do what they want. They do. Anywho, I want to shout out my mom, okay? Because my mom is like the realest, the most, the best, the top tier, the one, all the things. That's my mom. That's my mommy. And in this video or whatever, I talk about how I got to North Carolina and she basically gave me space to do what I need to do, support to do what I need to do, direction to do what I need to do, love to do what I need, loved me in that space, corrected me in some space. Like, she, whatever I needed, okay. I thought it was good. I had the preview of I was gonna say, and it was great. But whatever I needed in that season and in that space, my mom was it. And she doesn't get enough credit. If you see her and you know her, shout her out because she is it. All right? Not gonna have me sound like a runaway slave on here. My voice shaking. But she has been through a lot in her life. All right? She had me at 15. Before that, she had a parent who was an addict for a season. She was in foster care. She had to take care of her own siblings way too early. Got mixed up with my biological donor, I guess, in her early teens. But like talking to her and experiencing her, you wouldn't know that she's been through all that she's been through because she's so loving, she's so giving, she's so kind, she's just so everything to anyone and everyone. And she will get you a meal, she will give you the clothes off her back, she will make sure you are good, she'll make sure you are safe. And that's my mom. I am 36 years old, and if I call my mom right now, she's finding a way to get to me. She's figuring out how we can work something out and do something. So shout out to my mom. Love on your mom if you still have her. Because mine doesn't live close to me. And that sucks because I enjoyed when she was very close. I was able to go to her house often and eat up the food in her fridge, okay? I gotta buy my own groceries now. But anywho, on a serious note, if you have your mom, love her, okay? Answer the phone when she calls. Go see her. Go run the errands. Go just do it, okay? But shout out to my mom because she's top tier and she's mine. I gotta share it with 5 other siblings, but she's mine. All right, so shout out to my mom. Get into the clip. Love you guys. Love you, Mom. Hi. So thank you for sticking with me if you were here again for the 3rd time. Thank you for sticking with me. It's been a long time coming. And I've kept a lot of this stuff to myself or to people that I've spoken to in person. And it was never something that I was like, I gotta put, nope. I never wanted my journey, my story. Like I've gone through too much. I've spent too much. I've lost too much for my story and my journey to be looked at as anything less than whatever God planned for it to be. You know, I didn't go through any of this by accident. Everything that has happened, I'm a believer that is either God sent or God used, and he wastes nothing. And I truly believe that. And I truly believe one of my favorite scriptures, I think I mentioned in the first video, is that, you know, all things work together for the good of those who are called according to his purpose. Okay. So with that being said, I made it to North Carolina, At that time, I had made it to North Carolina. We are in November of 2020. We haven't even seen our first Thanksgiving of the year. Sorry, the first Thanksgiving of COVID yet. Like, this is like the first holiday. I don't even remember what we did for Halloween, if we even got candy from other houses. I really don't remember, but it's like a blur. But anywho, I remember that drive to North Carolina. That was the first time I had done it in a while, and it was a bit much, it's about 12, 13 hours, and the car was packed with my things and clothes for the kids for the stay. But it felt good. Like, it felt good to leave. I remember that was like the last thing. I remember when I was leaving the house, I'm actually waiting at the fire station for us to do like kid swap right now. So I keep looking around. I don't have any warrants out. I'm just looking to see if the package is being delivered. Anywho, neither here nor there. So I remember leaving, the day that I was leaving the house, I told them what day that we were leaving because they were coming for vacation and I was leaving the house. I remember going to him, after I packed the bags, after I packed the car and we were like ready to go. I went to him and I said, is there anything else that, you want to say, that you need to share, before we close this chapter? Because again, we were already divorced for several months and now I'm leaving the house. Like, I'm leaving the house and right now I'm leaving the state. So is there anything else you want to say? No, it's water under the bridge. It is what it is now. You are absolutely right. And so what I said to him was, okay, I understand. Thank you. And I forgive you for any and everything. Like, there's no malice here. We don't have any issues. Like, we're good. I forgive you for any and everything. And we are good. In my book, you're good with me. I don't know how you're good with me. I don't know how I am with you, but it is what it is. I'm not holding anything against you. We're done. We're good. Wish you well. And then I left. And then the drive to North Carolina. It was a long drive, but I remember I felt like, those Lifetime movies when they be driving down the highway and they're like so happy just to be driving down the highway and like the wind in their hair. Granted, it was like fake cold outside. The roads were empty because of COVID. So that was pretty decent, but it felt good to be getting away. It felt good to be closing, like officially closing the chapter, because cohabitating with someone that you are divorced with is weird. But, like I said, we were already living as roommates for about 2 years at that point. So, but it was like, I get to really, break away and be free. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I was finally free. So I got down there, and when I tell y'all, like, when I saw my mom, we got there at night. I saw my mom and I hugged my mom, and it's like I fell into my mom's arms and I cried, and she gave me one of those mama hugs that only your mama can give, and it was exactly what I needed. Having to be strong in front of your kids, having to be strong for your kids, having to, protect your emotions from someone who is trying to break you down. That was a lot. And with mom, I didn't have to uphold anything. I didn't have to, worry about how I sounded when I cried, or if I cried, or what it looked like. I needed that hug from my mom. I needed to be safe with people I could be safe with. I needed to be in my safe space where I could say how I felt, do what I needed to do. My kids are good. I don't have to worry about if they're okay or, who's watching them. And I didn't have to do any of those things being not with family and with my mom. And she welcomed us with open arms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, a gorgeous space, but now having to add 5 more people into that gorgeous space we did it. We made it work, and I was there living at my mom's for 4 months before I got my first apartment. Mind you, I came there in November of COVID. I was a school bus driver at the time, and there were no schools running. It was remote learning. And okay, getting down to the wire, folks. I was a school bus driver at the time, and I was applying to a bunch of places. I knew nothing of Greensboro, North Carolina. I knew nothing of... I had gone to visit her a couple of times, but I didn't know anything about living in North Carolina. And now I have, kids. I mean, even though they're doing remote learning, I still need to, be present for the kids too. So it's like, what hours do I work? Family pitching in. Who's gonna watch them at this time and then at that time? And then, okay, well, I'll be at work at but we pulled it together. And, my village did what my village does. And I was able to get a job in January. And then so I guess it was more than 4 months. December, January, February, March. At the end of okay, so it was 4 months. But I got my job in January. I secured an apartment in March, and we moved in April 1st. So that was pretty awesome. That was pretty cool. Oh, packages here. But that was pretty good.